I think I love you, baby.
I think I love you too. You know you want me, baby. You know I want you too. They call me Superman. I'm here to rescue you. I wanna save you, girl. Come be in Shady's world.
Oh boy, you drive me crazy.
Bitch, you make me call me.
Damn you, Albertson!
Ladies and gentlemen!
Party rock!
What?
Yeah.
Hey, I don't know about you, what? But I came to party tonight, yeah! If you with me, what? Put your hands up right now!
Gangnam Style.
What?
Gangnam Style. Oppan Gangnam Style. Gangnam Style.
Greetings, friends and neighbors. This is your old pal, Lord Dixie, aka Alan Alverson, coming at you. We have an emergency red alert unboxing situation here that we're going to do. And I don't do a whole lot of unboxing videos, but I'm doing this one because this is a huge box. Came to me, not unexpected, but I wasn't really expecting it today. I generally know what's in the box, but specifically, I don't know. It's a huge ass box. Jesus Christ. No blasphemy intended. This is a huge motherfucking box. As of course, anytime you're about ready to open a box, you have to say, "What's in the box? What's in the box?" And I'm starting to hate that. But anyway, we have our box from my friend Jwill. Thank you. And we have the safety knife. It's a safety knife. It's a safety knife. You can knife if you want to. You can stab your friends in mine. Alright, so we very carefully, and so if this had been a real knife, I would have just disemboweled myself as I let it slip. Because, kids, if you're following along at home, when you're opening something, you always pull the blade towards you. Always. And because I'm a rebel, I'm going to do it again. And totally missed the fucking scene. And one right down the middle. Not on the right side, not on the left side, but right down the middle. We open it. And what the fuck? Whoa, holy shit, Queensryche. Can you see this? Wow, Operation Mindcrime was performed live in its entirety during Queensryche's 1991 Building Empires tour. These performances were filmed on location in Madison, Wisconsin and La Crosse, Wisconsin, May 10th to 12th, 1991. Wow, that's a blast out of the effing past. Queensryche with Jeff Tate. Holy shit. Let's see. Silent Lucidity is probably the one song that everybody really fucking remembers. Here on this we have I Remember Now, Anarchy X, Revolution Calling, Operation Mindcrime, Speak, Spreading the Disease, The Mission, Sweet Sister Mary, The Needle Lies, Electric Requiem, Breaking the Silence, I Don't Believe in Love, Waiting for 22, My Empty Room, Eyes of a Stranger. Motherfucker. God damn. That's nice. This is all VHS, I believe. Yes, this is VHS. And this is a VHS box of, it's a box of VHS boxes with VHS tapes inside the boxes, Okay, now this, he said he had sent me, he messaged me, he said he had sent me a secret gift. Let's put the secret gift aside. Let's, sippy because it is a work night, so Diet Cola, sippy. I have the luxury, I can already see the stuff on the top of the box. Not you. Put the safety knife up before we break into song again. We have Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, 2-tape set. This set contains A Bucket of Blood, a strange little busboy sculptures earn him the love and respect of his friends until their more than lifelike appearance becomes suspect. Directed, produced by the legendary Roger Corman. And I Eat Your Skin. When a creepy doctor starts messing with the gene pool on Voodoo Island, his mistakes terrorize the local natives and a plane load of stranded sightseers. I don't think I've actually seen I Eat Your Skin. I've heard of it. It goes along with I Drink Your Blood. Very well. But this is Elvira, Mistress of the Dark 2-tape set here. So we got that. Can you see that? With the beautiful Elvira with her prime assets covered up by the Super Buy sticker, which the store probably put that sticker judiciously there so that they can put it on display without alarming the kiddos and their mommies. And more Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. 2-tape set. Another one. The box is green, people. The first one, the box was red, blue on the sides. This one's green, so they're different. That's how you know they're different, when colors are different. Things are different. That's your Sesame Street lesson for the day. This box contains The Brain That Wouldn't Die. Oh man, that's a classic. When a young Dr. Sweetie is decapitated in a horrible car wreck, he saves her head and searches for a suitable body to mount it on. And The Crawling Hand. This one's good. A spaceship crash lands on Earth, and its pilot is thrown from the wreckage. The only thing that survives is his severed hand that goes on a killing spree. And it stars Alan Hale. Alan fucking Hale. You youngins don't know Alan Hale. He was the skipper on Gilligan's Island. You know, not Little Buddy, but the guy that kept saying Little Buddy. So that's two motherfucking VHS box sets. Let's set the motherfucker down here. I already saw this one. I don't know what I'm acting so coy for. Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, another 2-tape set. Almost looks like Mistress of the Park, because the D is like right over a candle in the background. So it kind of looks like Mistress of the Park. Even more so probably on video. That would make a great movie, like The Mistress of the Park. Like Kiss Meets a Phantom. Y'all folks remember that shit? Alright, this one, another 2-tape set, Elvira. This one contains, oh shit, that's the one I've actually wanted to see. Hideous Sun Demon. Whenever the sun shines on a scientist recently blasted with radiation, he turns into a half-man, half-lizard-like lunatic. It's a toxic tale that will satisfy all your iguana bees out there. All you iguana bees out there. Because he's half-man, half-lizard, iguana bees. I did not come up with that pun. That's an Elvira or whoever writes her stuff. Okay, and the second film on here, Missile to the Moon, which I have seen. Earthmen blast off to the moon, where they find craters full of lunar lovelies. Then, just when they're having fun, some rock monsters and giant spiders show up and ruin the whole party. Oh well, rock monsters is probably like Metallica shows up. Monsters of Rock! The beautiful Cassandra Peterson, Elvira. So that is three, count them, 1, 2, 3, Elvira double VHS box sets. And here we come, something that all my science fiction friends are going to like. They're gonna like totally like skeet all over their room when they see this shit right here. Star Wars 1, The Phantom Menace. But this is the widescreen collector's edition. The Ultimate Episode 1 video experience includes a special widescreen version of The Phantom Menace with an exclusive behind-the-scenes documentary, plus specially curated keepsake memorabilia. Ooh, memorabilia. I like memorabilia. This exclusive set contains Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, video in its original theatrical letterbox format, digitally mastered by THS for superior sound and picture quality. It includes a special behind-the-scenes documentary created exclusively for the release. 35mm film strip consisting of 5 consecutive frames from an actual theatrical print, specially mounted for 2-sided viewing on a collectible card. and a 48-page collector's book excerpted from the art of episode 1, filled with conceptual paintings, storyboard drawings, and developmental artwork exploring the creative impulse behind the film's astonishing designs. It's a fucking mouthful. This VHS, you know, it seems like these movies, yeah, it doesn't seem like they've been out long enough to have hit in the VHS period. You know, it seems like these existed in the era of DVD, but no, VHS. And here comes all your little special goodies here. Episode 1. Oh man, that's pretty cool right there. That's pretty cool right there. I ain't gonna lie. You know, these movies take a lot of crap, and they deserve a good bit of that crap. But I actually enjoyed watching this in the movie. You know, you hadn't seen Star Wars in what, 15 years, 10 years, whatever, when this came out. So, you know, it was good to see the lightsabers and Jedis and Wookiees and shit. It was fun. Onward and upward. We have Dracula in the movies. This is I guess a documentary. Dracula in the movies. The cinema's greatest bloodsuckers. Dracula in the movies. A half-century of horror highlights from all your favorite vampire films. Better fucking have Blackula on here, or I'm gonna be pissy. Bram Stoker's Dracula, written in 1897, based on the vampire legends. 1897. Now that was before the DVD era. They used VHS back in 1897. Reel to reel, maybe. Based on the vampire legends of Eastern Europe, has been the inspiration for hundreds of vampire movies. Here is a non-stop horror marathon featuring the best or worst of Dracula and his vampire friends. See the King of the Undead's... Oh, this is not a documentary. This is actual movies? Is it? Oh, is it? Huh. Okay, you will chill as movie legend Bela Lugosi rises from the grave and speaks in the first sound version of Dracula made in 1931. Once again, before the DVD age. Bela's back for more blood and Mark of the Vampire, Return of the Vampire, and more. John Carradine dons the cape for House of Dracula and House of Frankenstein. Then there's more Draculas here than you can shake a wooden stake at. See the whole extended vampire family, including Lon Chaney Jr. as Count Alucard in The Son of Dracula. Alucard is Dracula spelled backwards, kids. We learned that a long time ago. Us old people. Son of Dracula, Dracula's Daughter, The Brides of Dracula with Peter Cushing, and more. Watch The Prince of Darkness turn blood red as Christopher Lee stars in the first color Dracula, Horror of Dracula, one of my personal favorites. See Lee in all 6 classic Hammer sequels, including Dracula Prince of Darkness, Dracula Return from the Grave, Dracula AD 1972, and more. Follow Dracula from the 20s to the 70s through rare movie highlights and film trailers. Cringe with cult classics like Adam Age Vampire, The Return of Dracula with Francis Lederer and John Beale as the vampire. Take a trip south of the border for some hot Mexican vampires of the 50s. Or hot Mexican vampires. I am sorry. Flashback till From Dusk Till Dawn. That's hot Mexican vampires. Or to Italy for sexy Barbara Steele and Black Sunday. Travel to outer space for the planet of blood, aka Queen of Blood. Hungry? Try to taste the blood of Dracula or the vampire beast crazed blood. Follow Sharon Tate and Roman Polanski, Beetle, in The Fearless Vampire Killers. Luckily, I got to see that before I found out about Roman, so and watch the Battle of the Century as Abbott and Costello meet Frankenstein, featuring Dracula, Wolfman, and more. This has to be like, yeah, running time approximately 60 minutes. This is a compilation video. It threw me a few times by saying the whole version. But, yeah, this is like a compilation videotape of vampire films. And it's still pretty fucking cool, especially if you like vampires. And if you don't really know that whole much about the history of vampire film, this is a great, like, this is like a textbook for vampire movie, a textbook for Dracula anyway, because it does mostly cover Dracula and a few more. It doesn't in this, what's the date on this? This is 1992, Good Times Home Video. There is no reason not to mention Blackula on here, but hey, I won't. I guess Blackula being considered part of the blaxploitation genre was looked down on, and they didn't think it would be appropriate to put that in here. Anyway, the next movie is another one to get excited about. Looky here, looky. Here comes Cookie. Young Frankenstein. And if this is backwards, I apologize. I'll flip it in post-production. Young Frankenstein. Mel Brooks, Gene Wilder, Peter Boyle. Oh, holy shit. Terry Garr. I'm going to have to cheat because I'm gone. Marty Feldman. Cloris Leachman. You can barely tell that I'm reading the back. And, of course, Madeline Kahn. Mel Brooks' monstrously crazy tribute to Mary Shelley's classic. Pokes hilarious fun at just about every Frankenstein movie ever made. Summoned by a will to his great-grandfather's castle in Transylvania, young Dr. Frankenstein, Gene Wilder, soon discovers a scientist's step-by-step manual explaining how to bring a corpse to life, assisted by the hunchbacked Igor, Marty Feldman, and the curvaceous Inga, Terry Garr. He creates a monster, Peter Boyle, who only wants to be loved. Cloris Leachman, Madeline Kahn, Kenneth Mars, and Gene Hackman co-star in this inspired vision of lunacy. Gene Hackman, folks, in a comedy, a Frankenstein comedy. Vault Knockas. If you have not seen this movie, I cannot tell you how much you need to see this movie. If there's a must-see movie out there, this is one of them. This is one. Even if you don't like horror movies, I think you will enjoy this movie. If you don't like comedies, then fuck you. You're not gonna like much of anything in life, I guess. But this is a movie you gotta see. It's absolutely fucking hilarious, and it pays great tribute to the movies without making fun of them. Fucking hey, what is this? The limited edition Sam Raimi's The Evil Dead digitally remastered. Starring Bruce the Chin Campbell, Ellen Sandwich, Betsy Baker, Sarah York, makeup effects by Tom Solomon, one of the greatest, directed by, of course, Ted Raimi. I did that on purpose. Sam Raimi. Private joke with horrifying friends, but yeah, this is Sam Raimi. You know, Sam Raimi, the guy who directed the Spider-Mans with Tobey Maguire. I think he directed all three of those. Drag Me to Hell. Evil Dead 2, Army of Darkness, of course, sequels of this. This is the original. This is the one that started it. Such a influential movie in the horror comedy genre, as well as technically with the things that he did with his filming. Really fucking classic ass movie, and here it is on VHS, digitally remastered. All right, let's set that aside here. Oh god damn, I see some shit in here. Let's hold that one up for a second. Oh man. SOD live at Budokan. See, this is some of that heavy metal devil worship that I don't know nothing about, really. SOD live at Budokan. See, I say SOD, I'm thinking System of a Down. SOD. SOD live at Budokan. And I know Jwill's gonna probably like have a good laugh that I don't know shit about this, but hey, that's the way it goes. That's just the way it is. This video contains rare behind-the-scenes look into the mouth of this legendary monster, gripping interview footage, as well as their brutal return to the stage with 3,000 of their closest friends at the Ritz. New York City, March of 1992. Contains March of the SOD, Sergeant D, Kill Yourself, Momo, Phi Alpha Nu, Milano Mosh, Speak English or Die, Chromatic Death, Fist Banging Mania, The Camel Boy, No Turning Back, Milk, Vitality, Fuck the Middle East, Douche Crew, Get a Real Job, Ballad of Jimi Hendrix, Living in the City, Pussy Whip, Diamonds and Rust, Premenstrual Princess Blues, Aren't You Hungry, Stigmata Thieves, Freddy Krueger, Territorial Pissing, and United Voices. That sounds like some really progressive, classy shit. That's I'm just not into heavy metal that much, so forgive me for not knowing that. I apologize. I'm such a wanker. Here we have from Full Moon Pictures, Bloodstone, Subspecies 2. Some things are better left undead. I should probably show it to you. And over there looks like the beautiful Denise Duff on the cover, which means this will be her first appearance in the Subspecies series. Yes. Denise Duff. Wow. So many dreams. A centuries-old evil has returned from hell, where all evil vacations, I guess. The fiendish vampire Radu is back, and this time he's hungry for love. Aided by his ghoulish mummy and his demonic subspecies, Radu, mummy, I get it. Radu relentlessly pursues his amour, Michelle, played by Denise Duff. To withstand the venomous force of Radu's lust and her own innate craving for blood, she must flee Radu and create a life for herself with the Bloodstone. Only it can fulfill her needs without her killing others. But when Radu pursues her and takes this precious jewel, Michelle must either starve or satiate her lust for blood by killing and succumbing, giving in means eternal damnation. Only if her sister Becky can find her and kill Radu before Michelle kills will there be a hope of saving Michelle's soul. Stars Anders Hove, Denise Duff, Kevin Blair, Melanie Shatner, my good friend Bill's daughter. Directed, let's see, based on original idea by Charles Band. It was not directed by Charlie, I don't think. Produced by Vlad, it was written and directed by Ted Nicolau. Yes, which Ted directed the original Subspecies 2, I believe. Radu. I love saying Radu. I love saying Radu, and I love looking at Denise Duff. Boobies! What's in the box? What else is in the box? That fucking 7 would have been so much better is after they pulled out like Gwyneth Paltrow's head, Brad Pitt had like, what else is in the box? This one I'm fucking excited about. I do not own a copy of this. This movie, and I don't own a DVD copy, much less the VHS copy. Freaks, directed by Todd Browning, and I know a lot of people out there are like, who the fuck is Todd Browning? Todd Browning was the director of the original Dracula with Bela Lugosi. And Todd was like kind of an up-and-coming, he just had a big fucking hit with Dracula, and he was kind of the go-to director to horror movies, and then he made Freaks, and it effectively ended his career. One of those controversial movies of all times. It can still be disturbing to watch this movie. If you don't believe me, get a copy of Freaks, put it on late at night, the lights off, especially if there's a fucking storm outside, and watch this sucker and see if it doesn't give you some fucking chills. I'm not going to read the whole back because we're running long here, but this is a movie about a freak show, not to be politically incorrect, that's what they were called at the time, a traveling sideshow act, and this beautiful woman who's with the circus that they're traveling with, she marries one of the small people to get his money while she's cheating on him with a strong man. The other freaks, and I'm going to say freaks, and if you get pissed off about it, I can't help it. That's the other performers, freaks, get upset about it and take their ghastly revenge on the beautiful gold-digging biatch with the famous Google Gobble One of Us scene. If you don't know that, I can't help you, folks. This one I'm leaving for a second, too. This now is one of my favorite CDs that I still have. I listen to all the time, even though I'm not that crazy about the band. And, Gene Simmons can go fuck himself. But Kiss My Ass, the Kiss tribute album. I mean, Gene's kind of an asshole. Kind of an asshole. Gene's a major asshole. But it's, but you can't deny their legacy and their importance to music, especially theatrical stadium rock and stuff. And this is a tribute album done with. This is a video. Now the CD I have contains people like Garth Brooks, Dinosaur Jr., Toad the Wet Sprocket, a bunch of other people doing covers of their bands. This looks like it's this has some different music, different bands. This contains Parasite, Do You Love Me? It doesn't tell who's doing them. She, performed by Anthrax, Making Love. Christine 16, performed by the Gin Blossoms. So this may be more of actual Kiss. I think this is actually, a lot of this is actually Kiss performing the songs. But anyway, it's a cool. I mean, if you're a Kiss fan, it's mega cool. And that is one of my favorite CDs still to listen to. It's the Kiss My Ass tribute. Here we have more music. Handle with Care, European tour from somebody. Handle with Care, European tour. Nuclear Assault. Nuclear Assault for all my. I know I've got 800 Facebook friends, and probably 675 of them have told me that they're big fans of Nuclear Assault. And I'm only joking around because I'm completely clueless to metal bands. Handle with Care, the European tour '89. Guitar and vocals, John Conley. Bass and vocals, Dan Leiker. Guitar vocals, Anthony Bramante. Drums, Glenn Evans. Combat Relatively, recording artist. That doesn't do a whole lot for me. I still don't. Well, there's a song called Lesbians that I can get into. Actually, I have no chance of getting into Lesbians, but a man can dream. Oh, and here at the very bottom. Well, there's one more in there, which... Oh, yeah. Another looks compilation disc, compilation tape. Monsters We've Known and Loved with Boris Karloff, Lon Chaney Jr., and Bela Lugosi. There's a big picture of Lon's Wolfman on the cover. Creature from the Black Lagoon, Dracula, Frankenstein, and the Wolfman are all featured on the cover. What does it say on the back? From the shadowy and musty tombs of Transylvania to the murky depths of the Black Lagoon and the upper Amazon. Here come the monsters. Hey, hey, we're the monsters. See Hollywood's fiercest fiends come alive again! Exclamation point. The eternal quest of the living mummy. Human vampires thirsting for warm blood. Kind of fucked that up. Man-beast from the dawn of time. Hear the screams of terrified victims. Battle the forces of evil with your hammer and stake. Hammer stake would be good right now. And watch out behind you for surprise guests like Frankenstein's monster and the Wolfman. I want to kiss the wolf. Horror stars Boris Karloff, Lon Chaney Jr., Bela Lugosi. Boris Karloff, Bela Lugosi, John Carney. Okay. Peter Cushing, Christopher Lee. This is too many names to read. I know, that fucking accent. Robert Quarry. You know Robert Quarry, guys. Come on, Count Yorga. George Hamilton and Paul Naschy. Paul Naschy, the great Spanish werewolf actor. That's not... He played a werewolf... He look him up. He started in a bunch of Spanish werewolf Wolfman movies. George Hamilton, of course, played Dracula in Love at First Bite. I almost say Zora the Gay Blade. He did not play Dracula in Zora the Gay Blade. Did Cushing ever play Dracula? I think Cushing played Dracula at least once. Peter Cushing was mostly known for playing Abraham Van Helsing. He may have played Dracula once. I'll have to check that out. I can't remember. It seems like he did. Okay. Now one more in the box I saved for last. This is one I'm fucking excited to see. And this is a movie that you really can't get. Can you see that? Song of the South. Disney's long, self-censored, self-banned film. Disney won't release this now because it's considered racially insensitive. And I see Disney's points in several things. Number one, it would potentially hurt their company's reputation, like Disney has a stellar reputation anyway. And because a lot of the stuff is culturally insensitive now. At the time this was made, not so much so in my personal opinion, growing up in the South, it's a fucking hornet's nest to get into talking about this movie. Obviously the whole idea of the happy slave singing and dancing is not something that does not really so much based. Jesus Christ, you can't even talk around this shit. You know, as soon as I started to make a point that my logic brain says, I mean, obviously, you have millions of people who were bought, sold into servitude, treated like animals for hundreds of years. The idea of them being happy in their servitude is not something that you want to perpetuate. You know, but at the same time, I also see the point that these people, this was the only life they knew, so I'm sure they made the best of it, and I'm sure of them had their form of happiness as best they could. Does not change the fact that they were bought and sold as cattle, and it was wrong. It doesn't matter how fucking many of them were happy, how many of them were scared. I mean, if you're born in slavery, you grow up in slavery, that's all you ever know. Of course, being free is going to be a scary fucking concept, but it doesn't make it right. So I really want to see this movie because I saw it, I think, once as a child. There's so much of this, though, that's kind of passed into pop culture. The song Zippity Doo-Dah, the stories of Brer Rabbit, all that stuff we all know. So I don't know if I've actually seen the entire movie or not, but yeah, it's going to happen now. Maybe I'll do a review of it. I want this. This is a cherished thing, and Jwill, for this alone, Alright. Wow. And my stack of VHS just fell in the fucking floor. It's a safety knife. Now, by its shape and contours and texture, this feels to be a shot glass of some sorts. Which I like shot glasses. And you can check out my eBay store. I'll probably put a link in the video for this. You wrap that motherfucker tight. So I'm thinking, I know this is a shot glass, but I have no idea what kind it is. Whoa. Holy shit. Oh, man. Talk about your shout out. Scares That Care shot glass. I don't have one of these, which is shameful to me. And it's fucking like a frosted green. So it's cool as fuck, man. I'm saying fuck talking about children's charity, but that's cool as fuck. You can't. If Jesus Christ come down to earth right now, he would say that is one cool as fuck shot glass. And forgive himself, because he can't. Well, holy shit, man, that's a ton of VHS. That's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 units. 3 of them are double sets. Jesus Christ. Jwill. Wow. Damn. I don't know what I'm going to do with some of these. Maybe do a contest, maybe donate them to Scares That Care, some of them. Or sell them and donate the money to Scares That Cares, because some of them are going to, Freaks isn't going anywhere. Song of the South probably isn't going anywhere anytime soon. Man. The Evil Dead is probably going to go into my collector's stash. I don't know. Anyway, I got to cut this shit short. I already gone 30 minutes on it. And it's going to take forever to upload. But anyway, shout out to Jwill. Thank you again, my friend. Shout out to Scares That Cares. Support them. Donate some money. Go like their page. All that good shit. They do good work. I was tempted to stab myself with my safety knife to see if it would really hurt. And I just did it. And it kind of sticks a little bit. You could probably hurt somebody with it if you were... You know, a weapon's one thing, but like intention and enthusiasm is 90% of actually hurting someone. So you could probably do some damage with that. So I'm going to put it up before I do. Shout out to anybody else watching this. It's an unboxing video, folks. They're supposed to be popular. So let's see if I get more than 5 hits. And that's it. So long. Don't do any things that would be bad for you to do unless they're really, really fun. Later.